So, just saying. Oh, it is a bright blue sky out today. Beautiful day. There's dew on all the grass. 72 degrees. It's not hot. It's not cold. It's just right. This 72-degree weather, I wish like every morning could be like this, and then every afternoon we could have a rainstorm, and then just before evening time have a ice storm, and then to finish out the night just before you go to bed, have it creep back into that nice warm weather. That would be amazing if I could do that every single day. Oh, thank you for the 50 likes right off the bat. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Who is that? Cosmic Taco with the 50 likes. So one of the things that I used to do back whenever I first started YouNow was I would sing out the people's names. Oh my gosh. Rise as with the 50 likes. Now, just so you know, I'm doing drive time, so I can't keep an eye on it, but Rasa? Sorry, said that wrong. So I do need to pay attention while I'm driving. I'm not going to be paying attention to the chat. If you happen to donate bars or something like that, I just have to be at a little bit of a lull, slow part. So thank you guys so much for the likes. So much love. Amazing. I'm driving to work, and I wanted to take a moment to tell you that you should pursue, like, for your, I think everybody should eat fast food. Just do it, and it doesn't even have to be for a long time. I would say 3-4 months. Go work in fast food and understand people's frustration. Understand the fast food business, and just get a feel for like what people expect, how people treat people. Get some experience in fast food. The only reason I say that is because that's what happened to me. That's what I did, and it was not the best job in the world. It was not a good job by any means, but it was enough money to give me gas in my car, a little bit of spending money to go up to the mall or whatnot. All right, hold on. You asked a question, but I can't read it because I'm driving. So hold on. I'm at a stop sign, and there's no cars. Hey, Code, what type of coffee do you prefer? Ice, black, or decaf? Ice, black, or decaf? I love just coffee. And a decaf, I can't really do decaf. Yeah, it tastes good, and if there's nothing else available, then I'll drink it. But it's the caffeine that I use to my advantage, and that's because of my ADHD. That's the only reason I drink coffee, is because of my ADHD. It helps calm me down. It helps me focus. It's just really good. By the way, I ran out of coffee in today's episode, so I only had like a few sips whenever I first started, and you'll see it. You will see it in the video. Today's video is going to be 1 hour long. It is a Lumber Tycoon 2 special where Flappert from the internet showed me a trick. And it was a while ago that he tweeted it, but I saw it and I ran with it. So Excuse me just a second while I drink my coffee. Student driver, Midwest Technical Institute. Learn your living at midwesttech.edu. Anybody want to become a truck driver? We got a student driver in front of me right now. And it's not like, a student driver car. It's like a big semi truck. So it's awesome. GG, buddy. GG. That's another thing. Like all these big semis and trucks and things that are on the highway. Not enough people give those guys respect. I mean, that is a massive hunk of metal moving down the highway, and people cut them off all the time and get in their way. Oh, and by the way, if you are driving with your kids, or if you know what, if you're driving with your friends, okay, do this symbol. Take two fingers, hold them up, put them into a hook like that. Look at the person, the truck driver, and make this motion. Okay. I've spoken with enough people that drive trucks that they love that. Okay, they love it when you do that. This is the signal to honk your horn, and they'll do it too. It was something that I used to do whenever I was growing up, and I taught my kids how to do it whenever we were doing a road trip. And the first time that they responded and honked the horn, they're like, "Oh my gosh, he honked his horn!" It was like the coolest experience ever. So, I don't know if you can. Do you do that in other countries? I know we do it here in America. Hold up the fingers. And do you ever see those military vehicles that are like driving with the canvas covers over the back? And usually it's just like a big load of tires for Humvees or something like that. But you ever sit there and wonder, you're like, I wonder if it could be aliens. Area 51, something like that. Oh my goodness, thank you for becoming a fan. And oh my gosh, thank you guys for the 50 likes. I know I missed one there, but thank you. Thank you, thank you. And I'm going to encourage you, if you're over on YouTube right now, do come over to YouNow, where you will get a free spin and the chance to actually chat in the chat. You're not going to be able to chat with me directly because I can't sit here and read it. But this morning drive time isn't really about, it's not about me talking to you guys. It's about me just talking to myself, kind of getting ready for the day. Getting hyped up, getting ready to go program some computers. Speaking of which, I got to touch up a couple of things on my latest and greatest application, and then it's going to be ready to deploy this week. Yeah, I'm excited. Whenever a project first starts, I'm always super hyped to get started on it. But then as it progresses and I get further into the programming, it's like this big depression, like, oh my gosh, what have I gotten into? Am I going to be able to do this? And it happens every single time. And then once I start, like all the forms are in place, or all the code is starting to come together, then once I start seeing the functionality, it's good. I'm like, okay, now we have something feasible. And then from there, it's just this upward motivation of almost done, a little bit further. And it's amazing how many lines of code it takes to just make an application work, And if one line, if one semicolon is out of place, the whole thing comes crashing down. That in itself, that's an amazing thing. The idea that a single line of code can annihilate an entire program. Now, for the most part, you should always have checks and balances in there, some kind of exceptions and catches, but sometimes you just can't find all of them, And then the other part is I like troubleshooting user input errors. I know that sounds kind of but like when somebody types into a box, you ask them, how old are you? And they type out pancakes. You have to compensate for that. You have to figure out, okay, how old is pancakes? What did this person mean when they typed it in? You ask somebody for a date, like, what day were you born? And they put in Jupiter. You got to be able to like restrict that answer down. Error handling, yes. I love that. What's even better is when somebody calls me and that or they send in a ticket of some kind and they're like, hey, I'm getting this error on this page, your program's broke. And then they'll blame me out and out, just blatantly like, your program's horrible, it doesn't work. And then I capture the data before I process it. So whenever there is an error, I can always bring that data back up and say, okay, what did the person enter? Where did they enter it at? What went on? And I love it. It's like, it's the best feeling in the world when I call somebody and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And they're like, yeah, your program sucks. It doesn't work. And then I pull up that data and I see somewhere where it's like, how old are you? Pancakes. And I'm like, did you put in pancakes for your age? It's not pancakes and age, but I love it. Vindication. No, I'm not vindictive. I promise. I'm not vindictive at all. Okay, maybe a little vindictive, but that's beside the point. I like that. I like the ability to go in there and show how a program messed up. Even when it's my program. What's even better is when it's not my program and I found a user input error, and they're like, "Well, you need to fix this." I'm like, "That's not my program. I didn't do that. I can't fix the server." The other websites. So when somebody calls and they're like, "I can't get out to this website," I go out to that same website from my place, my network, my server, and it's still down. I'm like, yeah, that's the website. It's just down. And they're like, well, is it my computer? Do I need to reboot? I'm like, no, there's nothing wrong with your computer. That's on the other end. Well, how do we need to get this fixed? I'm like, well, you could look up the company and call their IT people. Bye, Jack. Thanks for being here this morning. Appreciate it. I just barely caught Jack leaving. No. Oh, look at that. It's a state trooper. Missouri State Trooper right there. Huge hats off to all state troopers and all law enforcement officers. If you work in any kind of judicial system, whether it be local, municipal, state, or county officer, if you're a road cop, if you're a jailer, if you're a courthouse attendee, thank you. Bye, dude. Have fun. Thank you for your service. Thank you for doing what you do, because that is some hard stuff. That's a hard job. So after you get a job in fast food or whatnot, the second job you should probably get is delivery or retail. You should probably go into retail. That way you can be at a store where they sell merchandise, and you have to sell yourself, like upsell the customer. If you're looking to go into computers, I highly recommend doing Geek Squad from Best Buy. A lot of the times you'll just run through scripts, which are pre-made things. But that's huge. Like that's a stepping stone right there. And don't get me wrong, if you happen to jump straight into being a YouTuber and you can make a living at it and you're really good, go for it, by all means. But I don't like even for my kids, I don't recommend it as being their first job because there's no real way to like quit or get any experience for it. Does that make more sense? I didn't think YouTube was ever going to be a feasible option, but it absolutely is. I really love my job. I love what I do. I get to program and play with computers every single day. My boss is very lenient. He's given me so much freedom to go and learn and program or do basically anything I want. I love that. And he pays me for it. That's awesome. Like one of the things I've been doing for the last 4 or 5 weeks is I've been bringing my VR headset in, my Samsung VR gear, and I've got virtual desktop, which allows me to into a 3D environment, pull up my actual computer, and I'm in a 3D environment with my computer. So when people call, they can't see my face or anything. So I'm actually looking through VR headset at a big screen television. You know, what other job could I ever go to and do that? Or be allowed to install the program to allow me to do that, you know? You're sorry you're late because you were sleeping. Don't you dare. And don't do that, okay? You can arrive anytime that you like. And if you were sleeping, I encourage you, go back to bed, get some more sleep. Get some sleep. It is summertime, you know, school's starting here soon. But no, I don't ever expect you guys to be here. I mean, if you happen to be here, I mean, bonus. That's a plus on me, and thank you. I appreciate it. You don't have to apologize for it. There's no expectation of it. There you go. So, a lot of people will be like, "Oh my gosh, where were you? Why didn't you come to my stream?" I'm not like that at all. I do jump out early though. So, just like right now, I got to jump out and leave and go do work things. So, time to go adult for the day. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for the 2,536 likes. That is a massive amount of likes for a 20-minute drive time. That is amazing. You guys are awesome. Wow. All right, guys. At least I did avocados. Yes, you did avocados, and people did hearts and like all kinds of stuff. Thank you guys so much for the bars. 503, 502, so many. Oh, I'm the fourth in guys. Whoa. I'm number 4 in guys. Really? I like barely showed my face. If you're new to this, hit that fan button for me. Let me see you become a fan. Yeah, it was without Pink too. Pink's usually the one like busted up like that. Thank you, Loke. Thank you, Jaja Jack. Thank you guys so much. All right, I got to get out of here, so I'm gonna do the Toby Turner outro thing. Tobuscus. You guys ready? Darkness, redness, whiteness. Love you guys so much. What is guys? Okay, so each one of the YouNow categories, they have like guys, girls, bored, fun. It's the hashtags. And I happen to choose guys because hashtag YouTuber is gone. I don't know where it's gone to. And you can't choose your own category anymore. So I just jump in guys, and I'm 4th in guys. Like and no offense to this, out of all the cute guys that are on YouNow that you could go and watch, I happen to be 4th. Thank you. That is amazing. That's a bit of an ego boost just for me. So, how do you change your name? You don't like it? Oh, I'm number 3. I got up in the world. All right, guys. I got to get out of here. I got to go to work. All right. Darkness, redness, whiteness. Love you guys. Bye. Have a good day. Bye. Oh, stay tuned for what is it? The video that's coming out in 4 hours. It's an hour-long Lumber Tycoon 2 special. Love you guys. Bye.